The year is 2060. Humans have begun to expand outwards across the solar system. Here on Earth, 2 men and an AI plan to set off on a 12-year mission to bring supplies to a colony on Neptune. (2084) A Space Eulogy. Written and produced by Ben Mackenzie and Joel Kaufman Hill. Starring Jack Horder, Toby Webb, Nathan Parker and Holly Kaufman Hill.
Testing all communications. Communication test. Do you copy, Mission Control?
Copy, Captain. You're coming through just fine.
Quentin, switch boosters to 70%.
Switching boost thrusters now. This is pretty exciting, Captain. My first mission.
Try to concentrate, Quentin. I know it is, but when you've done space missions before, you'll see it's not all champagne and roses. It's challenging, mentally and sometimes physically. Dealing with long periods of being alone and isolated. It takes its toll, you know.
Well, we have each other. We get on all right, don't we?
Yeah, we do. It's just...
And we have Icky back there. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing just fine, Mr. Zarathustra. I hope you're doing well too.
I'm just fine, my little friend. Tell the captain here it's going to run all smooth and we'll get the supplies to the Neptune colony without a problem.
I know it will be fine, Quentin. I'm just trying to make you aware of the risks. You're fresh out of training. You've only done simulations up until now.
79 of those simulations with 100% success rate. I got this, Captain.
Countdown to the launch stands at 5 minutes from now at 0800. The ground team have dispersed and you are all clear for launch.
Thank you, Mission Control. Just doing some final safety checks now.
Captain, it's my duty to inform you that I'm 100% battery life. I have 10 spare batteries located in the rear airlock shaft with all the supplies. The battery I'm currently drawing energy from is all set to run out in approximately 296 days, depending on my usage time during the upcoming mission.
No problem, Mickey. We will easily have enough power for you to get there.
What is it like being on another planet, Captain?
Just like you've been taught, cold, dry and dusty.
But what's it like being so far away from home? And from Katie? 11 years is a long time. I just hope my girl will wait for me.
It's hard, not seeing her from one year to the next. Knowing I will be thousands of miles from her, but she understands why I go. This is for our species, Quentin, for mankind. We are part of something bigger. When all of us have to leave Earth, we want to be ready.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just a bit worrying. I haven't really thought about the scale of it much until now. I've just keen for adventure, seeing things few men get to see in a lifetime.
It's super important we get these supplies to the colony. They need the fertilizers to grow their crops. They need the fuels to run their generators. And I bet they will be over the moon to see some new faces. They have given their entire lives to this mission. We still have ours back in England.
What was the reason you became an astronaut?
When I was growing up, I noticed all my friends took jobs in businesses and companies. They did their work fine, which usually involved ripping people off and fighting competitors. I wanted to give something back to the people, not just take my share from them like most of us do. And when I heard about these missions, it's a chance to help those brave enough to leave their homes. That's the type of courage worth rewarding, don't you think?
I agree with you, Captain. A most righteous and inspiring speech.
Thank you, Icky.
Welcome, sir.
I agree too, sir.
Time to launch is 0 to 60 seconds. Prepare yourself, boys. Make sure you're all strapped in.
Here we go. 60 seconds left.
We've tested all the comms. We've tested all the lights. Mission Control, it's takeoff time. We're ready. Ignite. For spaces within our reach. We'll be there in not so long. I've waited for Goodbye, Mission Control. See you in 2084. Goodbye, Earth. Goodbye, Katie. Mission Control, we have left the launch pad at Beacon 1, ascending at 70% rocket thrust.
Copy that. Monitoring your position now.
Travelling at 185 degrees elevation. Heading into the stratosphere now.
4 kilometers from launch pad at Beacon 1.
Maintaining current elevation.
Increase rocket thrust by 15% to exit the atmosphere, Captain.
Confirmed. Quentin, raise the thruster output by 15%.
Affirmative. Thrusters are raised.
Entering the mesosphere now, Mission Control, 5 kilometers from the launch site.
Captain, I'm picking up emotions of anxiety on board.
Yo, Quentin, you good? Are you good? Just take it easy, we're nearly in the thermosphere.
It's not like the simulations. I feel faint.
It's okay. The pressure difference in the air is making you feel different. Try some oxygen in the canisters on your left. Just there. The air filter on board should give us air just like on the surface.
Oxygen deprivation leads to nausea, dizziness, feeling faint and eventual death.
But we have enough oxygen, don't we?
Oh yes, of course, Captain. We have sufficient oxygen to last several missions of this size.
Feeling any better, Quentin?
Yes, I'm okay. Quentin Zarathustra to ground control. We're in space, ground control. We're in space. Look, Captain, are you seeing this?
I'm seeing it.
The Earth looks so small already.
We are super close still. We have 11 years to watch it slowly fade. This is a literal example of seeing the bigger picture. You have to take a few steps back.
I think Neptune is more than a few steps back. It's a double marathon in the wrong direction.
But the only other way other people get to see this is through a screen. Just an image, not an experience. Okay, Icky, can you run some diagnostics to see if the ship is in perfect condition after the launch? We will take the rest of the day off, I think. Give it a chance to sink in.
Yes, Captain. Running diagnostics now. It should take a few hours to run scans on all ship sectors.
Prioritise?
Good show. Icky, prioritise the ventilation system, then airlock system. Once they are complete, report back to me, and you can check the smaller, less important areas.
Yes, of course, Captain.
Six months into the mission, Quentin is adapting well to life in space. But both him and Captain Sands are struggling with the separation and isolation. Quentin is communicating with his partner back on Earth.
Hello.
Hey, my love.
How have you been? It's been so long since I've seen you.
It's been hard, but all the better for talking to you.
I know, but I'll be back soon.
But you won't. It's 24 years, Quentin.
23 and a half?
Doesn't matter anyway. However long you're gone, I'll miss you. I'm going to have to go. I'm sorry. I love you.
I love you.
How was she then?
Good, yeah.
Hey, I know what you're going through. It's hard. When I did my mission to Mars, I felt exactly the same. She'll be back in your arms in no time.
But this isn't Mars, is it?
No, I know that. But time will fly by.
You sure about that?
I'm certain.
Icky, how many more days until we reach Neptune?
Precisely 4,197.5 days, Mrs. Zarathustra.
I think your interpretation of flying by is quite different to mine, Captain.
We are now 1 year into the space voyage. Life on the ship is running smoothly. Sands is in his chambers looking out into the void of space towards Earth.
Goodbye to the earth, I'll miss you for a day. It's time to face the stars, don't worry. of space at 20,000 speed, holding on to what I have, yeah, what I have, and what I need. For we will meet again when the journey's at its end, and oh, it's very quiet up here. I'm burning through the gas in space, burning through the atmosphere. For this is an important case, it's down to me, it has to be. I'm all alone, nowhere to go. It's time for me to prove it to you, baby. For we will meet again when the journey's at its end, and oh, it's very quiet up here.
Happy birthday, Katie. I miss you always, my darling. I wish I could be there with you.
Good morning, Captain. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm fine.
Mr. Saranowski is having breakfast in the main hangar, if you would care to join him.
Sure, I'll be there in a moment.
Good morning, Captain. Join me for a delicious feast of porridge goats and dehydrated apricots.
We had that yesterday.
Well, the menu is limited, guaranteed, but it's full of nutrition. NASA made sure we had the perfect blend of carbs, vitamins, and fibre to keep the boys going strong.
I want some decent food. A pizza cooked in a real oven.
That would be good, but a fresh, ever-changing diet is something you forfeit when you become an astronaut, I guess.
Is this coming from your extensive knowledge of day-to-day lives of space travel?
I seem to be picking it up quite well.
You are. You seem to be more on the ball than I am lately. It's Katie's birthday today. Sometimes it gets me down, that I can't sing happy birthday to her and see her smile.
Sadly you'll have to deal with that many more times. I will too. Man, I'd love my girlfriend to have come with us on this trip. It wasn't possible, so I had to adapt.
Sometimes it just gets me down.
It's the life you choose.
But I don't have to enjoy it every day, do I?
Well, actually I think you should enjoy this day. For one, it's the birthday of your wonderful wife, Katie, which is a happy occasion, whatever the distance between you. But more importantly, we have an entire document of health and safety checks to fill out.
Oh well, I'll be looking forward to that.
Well, finish your breakfast and get a move on then. You're not even dressed, Captain.
Captain, I have to inform you, I am picking up very unusual levels of electromagnetic waves.
What do you mean unusual, Icky?
The waveforms I am receiving seem to be of a short wavelength and high frequency. The usual radio waves I receive are long wavelength and low frequency.
Gamma radiation sounds like that.
What do you mean, Icky? Why would we be receiving high levels of gamma radiation? Where from?
The signal seems to be coming from Earth.
There must be a mistake, Icky. Are you sure about this?
I'm positive. The data provided by the waveform suggests the Earth is being exposed to high levels of radiation.
That can't be true.
This level of radiation could unfortunately mean the use of nuclear weapons on the Earth's surface.
Do you mean a bomb?
No, please no.
I'm very sorry. This level of radiation suggests many nuclear bombs have been detonated.
Katie.
A nuclear war is likely to have occurred.
What?
It's unlikely any human life could have survived that amount of radiation and fallout.
We have to go back. We have to go save them.
My wife is on Earth. Your girlfriend must be too.
She can't be.
It's likely she isn't alive, I'm afraid.
Shut up right now.
We can't go back. The Earth will be uninhabitable.
We have to go to get them.
We won't make it through the fallout.
We don't have a choice.
There is no choice.
We have to save
They're
them.
all dead. How do you think I feel? I've lost my wife. 9 years of marriage. Gone. Lost.
So why not fight for it?
There's nothing we can do. Going home will only bring us more pain. Look at the Earth. It looks different than it did yesterday.
So, we can't ever go home? And she's gone?
I don't know. All we can do is continue to Neptune. We will have to carry out the mission and remain there.
I'm really sorry, for both of you. I may be an android, but I understand how you both must feel for your loss.
We need time to ourselves, Icky. Shut down for now.
Of course, Captain. I'll go into standby. Just shout my name to restart me.
Okay.
"14 months into the mission, Sans and Quentin are completing day-to-day tasks aboard the spacecraft.
System number 4, reference number 62503, checked and running correctly.
Was that the last system in here, Captain?
Yes. Go out to the rear chambers and begin the repairs we talked about.
What will you do?
I'll clean inside here. It's messy.
Where's the toolbox? Do you remember?
I left it in there earlier. I knew you'd be in today.
So, I'll make start on the repairs and meet you back inside the canteen for lunch.
Just give me a shout if you get into difficulties. Quentin, I'm proud of how you've carried on.
What else was there to do?
Hmm.
It was just as hard for you. I didn't respect that enough at the time.
Don't worry about it. I understand.
Right, well, see you later then.
Yeah, back to work. I don't pay you to talk.
You don't pay me at all, sir.
You're just happy to work with me.
That's what you think.
Heard that.
Hello, Captain.
Hi there.
Sorry to be nosy, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Mr. Zarathustra.
What about it?
It's nice how you were joking again. It's been a while since any form of humour has been spoken on board.
I know. Well, we've both been sore for a while.
Excusably, sir. I think you may have been very brave for all that's happened.
I don't feel brave, buddy.
So it's just for the sake of Quentin?
There is no point making it harder for him.
You have my admiration, Captain.
Thank you. Nothing this huge has ever happened to me before, but I have dealt with similar situations on prior missions. I guess they toughened me somehow.
Well, you're all Quentin has now.
He's all I have too.
Remember, Peter, as long as you have purpose, you'll be fine. These supplies need to get to Neptune, especially since they won't get any more. With these, they should be able to create a 100% independent colony. You can build new lives there.
Thank you, my friend. I'm grateful for that. What was that?
It appears an asteroid has made contact with the rear chamber of the ship.
Quentin's in there! Icky, open the blast door.
But I can't, sir. I've locked it down.
What do you mean? Quentin is still in there.
Sir, it has been depressurized. It's unsafe. If I open the door, it will destroy the whole spacecraft.
I can see him. Quentin!
We have to detach that sector of the ship.
No, we can't. I can't.
There is nothing we can do.
Let me go, sir. You have to.
No.
I'm sorry, Captain. We have to detach that sector right away. We can't risk it. It's too unstable.
And there's no other way.
No, sir. I'll be fine.
Sir, I need you to give me the command. A decision this size has to come from you.
Icky. Detect Sector 12D from spacecraft.
Detaching Sector 12D now.
I'm sorry.
I have no words, sir. I am speechless.
Leave me.
Yes, Captain. Oh, sir?
What?
All the supplies for the mission were stored in Sector 12D, and my spare batteries.
Oh no. Were all the supplies there?
I'm afraid so.
How many batteries do you have in the ship right now?
Just the one I'm using right now.
And how long till it dies?
I was due for a battery change in 72 hours.
72 hours?
I'm afraid so.
You remember that purpose you talked to me about?
I do.
It's gone.
I'll check the rest of the ship isn't damaged, sir.
2 years after Quentin passed away. Sands is talking into a recording device. He is still years away from the mission destination of Neptune.
G for a battery change. 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 G for a battery.
Hello. I don't know if this will ever get to anyone or not, but I thought I'd record it anyway. I'm the only crew member alive aboard this ship, and I have reason to believe there is nobody left on Earth. So if you get this, Neptune, I'm really sorry, but there won't be any more supplies coming your way. This is Captain Sands, head of the Neptune mission. Mission Control, this is Captain Sands. It's been 2 years alone. Neptune is years away. crying onto frozen foods. Myself is all to blame. I know you're not there, and that my Katie has passed. Quentin has been lost in space, and Icky's power didn't last. Space takes its toll. 10 years is too long. I'm sorry, Mission Control. I can't let this go on. I'm sorry.
We won't meet again. My journey's at its end. I'm sorry, I'm never coming home.
Captain Sands, signing off.
Mission Control played by
Toby Webb.
Josiana played by
Holly K. Kaufman Hill.
Icky played by
Nathan Parker.
Quentin played by
Joel Kaufman Hill.
Captain Sands played by
Ben Mackenzie.
narrated by Jack Corder. Written and directed by Ben Mackenzie and Joel Kaufman Hill. Introduction music by Richard Strauss. Songs and instrumentals by Ben Mackenzie. Thank you for listening to 2084, A Space Eulogy.